The dating whole thing is like really nerve-wracking, guys. Hi guys, and thank you for watching another episode of Sundays with Shoo. Today I am with
Chieng Summers
and
Brandon Soohoo.
Alright, so today we're going to be talking to you about dating in 2022. The steps of dating these days. Because man, dating is complicated in 2022. I've got an American here and a Chinese girl here, and I'm Australian. So we're gonna give you perspectives from all three regions. And by the way, we're gonna be making a gingerbread man while we talk about this. I feel like dating in China is like quite simple. In Australia, it's like easy enough, but in America, it's complicated AF.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm struggling. So what's the process in China? How do you find someone to date in China?
The girls, they bleach their face and they lose 40 pounds, and the guys make money.
Okay, so in China you just meet.
Wow.
Do people usually introduce you?
Nobody want me, but the hot people, yeah. It's easy for hot people. It's like the happy story is all the same. The sad story is all different.
Yeah, that's international. If you're hot, you could like walk outside and trip over a boyfriend. You know?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so traditionally people just meet like on the street.
I think for hot people, yes.
Actually, on the streets, just walking around like, hey, you look like a suitable mate.
Damn.
How do you say damn in Chinese?
天哪.
天哪. Well, I don't know about like the American dating scene in particular, but to me, it seems like it depends on like the population of a city. You know, in a small city in America, you're dating whoever's in your neighborhood.
Yeah, like your cousin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just whoever's available.
But in a big city, I feel like you get kind of like blinded by options. So dating becomes a lot more like casual. Dating becomes a lot more loose, and people are a lot harder to lock down because there's so many options. It's like Yelp. It's the whole Yelp syndrome. Dating apps don't help that either because people get dehumanized by just swiping. Yeah, like people become thumbnails.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. So what is the process of like to get to a boyfriend stage? Like, is it
in LA? Tell us.
It has to be just like consensually like stated. It's like, what are we? In Los Angeles, I feel in particular, from what I've heard, it seems extra just
LA is the worst.
People loosely date and they don't really put labels on it. They just kind of hook up. And if you say like, hey, I think I want to make this a real thing, then it's a real thing. But until it's actually said, then it's like you're pretty much fair game. Is what it feels like.
I think it's so true though, because everybody in LA, they think they are too hot for Kentucky. You know, like they think they are hot from Kentucky. So
I mean, for Kentucky, I don't blame them.
This is easier, Shoo. This is like a. We don't need the metal thing. It's just like
put some candy on it.
Okay, Hit it with some decorations.
Yeah, hit it with some decks.
So tell us about Aussie dating. Is that any different?
I'm so curious.
We definitely have dating apps, and I feel like it's more and more prevalent and quite normal to meet on a dating app. Quite a lot of my friends have met on dating apps.
That's how we met, actually.
Yeah, that's how you and me met.
Here, relationships are actually just called collabs.
Yes.
It's just Instagram DMs.
Yeah. Having a kid is the ultimate collab.
Yes.
It's like, wow, we really invested in this collaboration. So in Australia, you meet, like, traditionally it's through friends still, I think, or like going out to a bar. I still think it's like a very traditional way of meeting as opposed to app meeting in Australia. And also when you meet, usually go on a few dates, and like if you like each other, like you pretty much immediately become boyfriend girlfriend.
Really?
It's like
what?
Not a lot of like playing around.
They mean business.
Australia's still like a big small town. They have a very
the
like
whole continent?
Family mentality. Like you really are dating to find a husband and a wife and a family. You're not like dating to F around.
What's the standard for like a good husband and a wife? What'd you guys say? Like, when you're looking for like your spouse, like what are you kind of looking for?
Loyalty.
Loyalty, that's it?
Yeah, just one of many qualities.
Yes, because like for women, especially for like pretty girls, like you can. I think the more beautiful you are, the easy you can be mentally controlled. Because like I see a lot of beautiful women, they are not confident because the guy is not loyal to them and they play the game with them.
If they're beautiful, the guy's less loyal?
Because the guy, I think they have the most real to get themselves a beautiful woman, and the beautiful woman make them insecure, and they wanted to kind of play a little mind game with the beautiful.
So they want to break them down.
Yeah.
Well, I call that a sociopath.
Yeah. Yeah.
They sound like sickos.
And also,
So how have you guys found dating in LA now that you're in LA?
what I have found with dating in LA, it's a lot more complicated. Like you said, because people have so many options, they don't want to commit really. And also because it's such a transactional, LA is such a transitional city, so people come here for their careers. They're not coming here to date and find a love of their life.
I think transactional works in that situation too.
Unless you specifically say, oh, let's be exclusive, you're not exclusive.
I know
You're
that.
like going around, like everyone's just seeing each other, keeping their like options open to see if they can find a more famous.
Well, you know what? Our sample size is a little bit biased because the people that we're trying to talk to are in the industry. They're entertainment people.
Yeah.
So I will say like on average they're a little bit more shallow. We were talking about the whole phenomenon of Los Angeles where everything is like on the surface level really good looking, but inside there's nothing. Like this gingerbread house. There's a conflicting interest there.
People do not wait here in LA. It's like if you're not effing on the third date, people just move on and they just
They're like, you're not
bored.
interested. Like,
Yeah.
You don't have to talk.
It's like if you don't sleep with them, they're like, oh, you're not interested in me. You don't like me enough to sleep with me, so they want to move on.
It's like you smash first, apologize later.
Yeah.
First you hook up, then you say, wait, what's your IG handle? And then if it's plus 50K, then you'll be like, okay, now what's your last name?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Brandon, that's so true.
It's so accurate. Whereas in Australia, people are pretty respectful. Guys wait. And they'll wait as long as they need to wait. You can make a guy wait for 6 months with no issues.
Whoa. 6 months.
Like you meet, you go on a few dates, and then you're boyfriend girlfriend. There's no seeing, dating, boyfriend girlfriend. It's just like you meet, a few dates, boyfriend girlfriend. But yeah, what about in China? Is it just like they meet and they just decide to get married? I feel like in China, from when you meet to when you get married, the time frame is so short.
Before it's like in small city, you just meet and you're ready to get married and you just get married. But in bigger city, people are more choosy. Like in Shanghai, Beijing, all those like more successful, more attractive people, they move there. So they think they deserve better. Nobody's good enough for them until they are too old. Too old in China is like over 25. But in China, like if your parents pressure you and you meet somebody, you call 门当户对. 门当户对 is like the level of the wealth and the status is matching with each other. So you don't have to have love. It's like, okay, if I marry that guy, his family owns this big car company.
Like distribution company.
I'm not losing money from marrying him.
Oh,
so I'm
right.
just marry him, so my kids are okay.
Right.
So they end up just marry somebody who's 门当户对.
That's very pragmatic.
Yeah.
Even like,
Very
oh, it's
strategic.
very bad. And they just get married after they see each other twice, just for this business deal.
Yeah. You're just doing it as part of the business.
Love isn't dead, guys. Love is not dead.
Sure.
So what's better, like marrying and just kind of dealing with each other out of like a business practice, or dating around until you're too old and dying alone?
I think I'd prefer to die alone.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know?
As opposed to getting married for like a business reason.
Because sometimes they can be so annoying. The one you like really hate. Can you imagine married to a girl you really hate? Everything about her you hate.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's gonna be death.
But I guess in China, there's so much taboo in being single and too old. So it's like you just do it, so people just shut up. No,
Oh, you're too old. Oh, your skin's so bad. Oh, your uterus, I can smell the
Like raisins.
amount of annoyingness you get from Chinese New Year's. And when you meet your auntie,
yeah,
it's enough for
it's
you
not
to
worth
start
it.
for anybody.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't want to hear it anymore.
No, you can't.
How much more can we decorate this thing?
Look, they gave me Instagram stickers too. I think they're edible stickers.
No
Oh my
way.
god.
Way.
Edible?
Oh my god.
It's kind of edible, but like it's like 50% edible, 50% rubber.
Apple logo, right? So let's summarize. In China, you meet, you get married. In Australia, you meet, you go on a few dates, and then you're boyfriend, girlfriend.
And in America, you meet, see how many followers they got. in LA. Other states, I'm sure they're sane people.
You see how many followers they have, you might see each other, you might date a little bit, then you become exclusive, and then it's
But in other cities, you meet, are we in a 5-mile radius? Then you get married.
I thought that was a very constructive conversation.
Enlightening.
Yeah, very enlightening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we like really solved the problem of
Did we? Did we solve anything?
We did. We talked about it.
Okay.
We figured it
I
out.
think we are just like really good at it.
Yeah.
So now we're all gonna be in happy relationships
That's
now,
actually
right?
so true though. It's about the value of the man. Some are traditional, some are more modern.
But I think it's less of a statement on like just like dating in America but more just the fact that like big cities are kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like all these issues they derive from like overpopulation. So
Yes.
Everybody is like gorgeous is here.
yeah.
Same as Sydney now that I think about it. I lived in Sydney for a bit. And dating there was hard. And talking to my friends, it was like that. Like people would go out all the time. They look gorgeous, hook up with a few people, but no one's really looking to settle down because again, Sydney.
Still
Sydney.
compare.
It's a big city.
Still compare.
Big city.
I can do
Big city
better. I can
syndrome.
find somebody who's more famous.
Yeah.
Who can give me more.
Yeah.
So like maybe like dating isn't the issue, but maybe like city planning.
Don't move to a big city if
Yeah.
you want to find a wife or a husband.
It's a big city problem.
It's a big city problem.
Just be like a normal, sane person. Have a decent job. Shower.
Beautiful
You'll be
babies.
good. You know.
Yeah.
People are pretty open-minded. Just don't be crazy.
We solved dating, guys.
I think next time, we should talk about friendship in LA, in China, and
We should.
in Australia because it's so different.
Yeah, that's
Friendship.
true.
Friendship in LA is insane.
Yeah, part two.
Actually, you only have to be being friends with somebody who is similar as successful as you.
Well, thank you guys so much for all your enlightening information on dating. I hope you guys learned something. Put down in the comments below what dating is like in your city. We'd love to know.
And if you're single, hit us up.
Still looking, still looking.
I'm sweating. Is anyone sweating?
Is it hot in here? You turn on the air conditioning? Just a reminder to follow Chieng and Brandon on their Instagram handles below. And we'll see you guys next week for some more shoe time. In the meantime, dumpling forever!
Something forever!
Woo! About dating in 2020. Preparing you for what's to come.
2022, honey.
2022.
2022. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! I'm trying to do this, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah, you could like disguise.
I got it!
This is the whole video now. How to catch M&Ms.